Thank you, Peter. Great to see you here. We wanted to create an event that was packed from start to finish. When you sit down in your seat at 7 p.m, 6:30 p.m, you know you're going to watch a night of World Championship boxing. Close fights, not fights that you know the results of before both guys have stepped into the ring. And we have some of the finest fighters from world boxing here today. The first fight, first championship fight, is a fight that has taken a lot of hard work, and we have to take our hat off to Nulu Afal for coming over on short notice to take this fight. He's a young man who's 23-0, number 12 in the WBA rankings, and Martin Murray down the end, originally scheduled to fight Arthur Abraham around 2 weeks ago. Arthur Abraham pulled out of the fight. Then he was going to fight Dmitry Chudanov, and then at 8 p.m. last night, any promoter will tell you the worst time to get a phone call to tell you that Dmitry Chudanov was out of the fight with an illness. So our siesta down there worked tirelessly with us to phone around all the agents around the world to make sure we could get a world-class opponent. So we really appreciate you taking this fight, and we're very excited to see you up against Martin Murray on Saturday night. Martin, many different opponents. You've boxed in Monaco before, a number of times. Of course, a great fight with Gennady Golovkin, taking him 11 rounds as well. Lots of different aspects to the preparation, but a big job to do on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. It's great to be back. You know, I love fighting over there. This is me fourth time fighting now, and you know, Monte Carlo's a great place. But yeah, originally it was Abraham. Abraham pulled out. Chudanov, he pulled out last night, and we're fighting this one now. So, I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I've just stayed focused. You know, I've had a great training camp. Everything's gone well. You know, I've just got a, obviously, a good win on Saturday. Kind of puts me back in the mix, puts this year to bed, which hasn't been a good year for me. And then I can focus on 2017. So yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Happy that I've got a fight, and I just want to thank him for taking it. And obviously, thanks to Matt and Sky for having me on the show.
Thanks, Martin. It's very important to help grow local talent here as well, as we bring some of the fine fighters from around the world. And I'd like to welcome a young man as well to the card, Adriano Bastine, who will also be fighting on Saturday night. I think let's give him a round of applause, a big stage for him on Saturday night. The first of our World Championship action is just a wonderful fight. Liborio Solis, number 2 in the WBA, also a former unified super flyweight champion of the world, comes up against, in my opinion, the number 1 bantamweight in world boxing in Jamie McDonnell. You saw Jamie McDonnell already win the IBF title, then go and win the WBA world title in front of 80,000 people at Wembley. Also go to America and beat Kameda twice out there against the odds. It's a great fight. And now I'm going to pass over to Liborio Solis to say a few words and tell us about what he expects from the fight with Jamie McDonnell, with the help of a lovely translator as well. If you could just ask Liborio how he expects the fight to go on Saturday night against Jamie McDonnell.
Primero que nada, muy cordial saludo a todos los presentes. Y gracias a la empresa promotora por esta velada. Y bueno, sobre mi preparación, sí, me siento 100% en condiciones, 100% en óptima para la guerra. Los que ya me han visto pelear, que aquí hay varios que me han visto en vivo, saben que yo no soy una persona que viene a echarse. Yo vengo a matar o a que me maten en el ring. Una de esas dos son las cosas.
Okay, Liborio Solis says thank you so much to Bashun, and then he's listened to the war. It's a difficult fight, but he's all prepared this time.
Thank you very much. Jamie McDonnell, the WBA bantamweight champion of the world. I think the way you prepared for this fight, the way you prepared with your trainer Dave Coldwell, this could be up there as the toughest fight of your career so far today.
Most definitely, Ed. Just like to thank you for bringing me out here and putting me on this show. Fantastic place and somewhere, you know, I'm looking forward to showcase, you know, what I can do. I've been in the gym about 15 weeks now, you know, so I'm more than ready. I've been in the gym learning new stuff with Dave Caldwell, you know, so I'm looking forward to putting, you know, the new stuff to work. Solis is a former super flyweight unified champion. You know, he's going to bring everything to the table, and I'm looking forward to doing a good number on him.
Thank you, Jamie. Another WBA World Championship fight on the card is Liverpool's Stephen Smith, who has a huge amount of support coming over from Merseyside. You're going to hear them on Saturday night, that's for sure. They're going to be having a great time in the Salle d'Artois. Against Jason Sosa, I think one of the most dangerous super featherweight punchers in world boxing right now. And firstly, we're going to hear from Stephen Smith. Stephen, second crack at the world title, learnt from the Pedraza fight and now a fight that you're very confident of on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, I'm going to benefit from the experience, and I'm looking forward to being part of such a great show, and I'll thank everyone for making me a part of it, and I'm excited for Saturday night.
Obviously the Pedraza fight was a great fight, but a very difficult style for you. I know you and your Trainer of the Year, Ring Magazine, Trainer of the Year, Joe Gallagher down there, he's very shy to let people know. Have come up with a plan for this fight that you really feel you can execute and become world champion on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I believe start make fights, and I think this should suit, you know, be a good fight Saturday night. I think, you know, the styles will gel well and it'll be exciting, but, you know, it's a fight I'm confident in.
Jason, defending your world title, you look in fantastic shape, and we should expect a great fight on Saturday.
Thank you, Eddie Hearns. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my God and Savior, my Lord Jesus Christ. Without him, I wouldn't be a world champion today, so I always got to give him the praise and the thank. I'd like to thank HBO, Eddie Hearns, everybody involved in this promotion, the media for being here today, my team. I believe we put a very solid work for Saturday. We feel more than ready, excited for a fight on Saturday, and it's a blessing to be here in France. You know, I really don't travel the world, but I went to China June 24th. I got that little experience now here in France, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's very peaceful here in France, and I'm excited for Saturday.
Good man, we look forward to seeing that fight. It's a wonderful fight. Jason Sosa against Stephen Smith for the WBA world title. Malik Scott, you're a cool cat. I've seen the pictures in the wonderful Monte Carlo Bay Resort Hotel. You've got the dressing gown on. I think you've got the peppermint tea. It's a robe, sorry, we call it a dressing gown in the UK. But you're a world ranked fighter. You're one of the top heavyweights in world boxing. You've been calling out these big fights. I know Tom Brown, Luis de Cuba's been phoning me all the time. And now you've got the big fight, the fight that could turn your career around into challenging for these big world titles, and a fight that you wanted whilst others were running from.
Right. Hey, first, I believe all fighters, when you're coming in the game, you're not supposed to fight the most dangerous fighters. I get it, you're starting out. But when you're 38 or 39-2 and you're one of the best heavyweights in the world, I think to catapult my career to where it needs to be, I need to fight the Luis Ortiz, the David Hayes, the Anthony Joshuas, because, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I've got calls to fight other guys, other young lions and stuff like that, but they didn't hold my interest because I knew when I beat those guys, the public going to say, well, I was supposed to do it. This is not written for me to beat Luis Ortiz, but I believe that I'm going to do it. I believe he's dangerous. His pedigree is priceless. He can hit, he's not slow, he's athletic, but I also believe that I'm the best skilled heavyweight on the planet. So if I had, out of all the guys to fight, the ones that I called out, I believe Luis Ortiz is probably better than, in my opinion, technically sound more than Joshua at this point, and in my opinion, he's better than David Hay. So, you know, sometimes you ask God for courage and will and stuff like that, and he put a lion in front of you, and Luis Ortiz is a lion, and I got to tame him come Saturday night.
There's a lot of heavyweights that rate you as one of the most skilled fighters. We've spoke to a lot of fighters about this fight. Deontay Wilder thinks you can overcome the odds. Dillian White back in the UK told me 100% you're going to win this fight. A lot of people have been talking you up for a long time. Saturday night, your time to take destiny in your own hands.
Yeah, destiny is definitely going to take its course. But I'm looking forward to the task. Like I said, in my opinion, Luis is better than all the guys that I've been calling out. And if I can have it my way, I would want to fight the considered most dangerous heavyweight on the planet, and that's Luis Ortiz, quote unquote. And you know, I got my hands full, but I believe I'm gonna pass this test with flying colors. So I'm looking forward to the task.
Good man, Malik Scott. We look forward to seeing you take on Luis Ortiz on Saturday night. It's our first fight working with Luis Ortiz, and as a boxing fan, I remember watching him live at the Madison Square Gardens, beating Mateus Redondo on the Golovkin-Lemieux card, and just, you know, every now and again you watch a heavyweight and you think, wow. You look around ringside and a lot of people are shaking. You know, a lot of people are looking at each other about potentially hiding under their seats or looking for the exit. And that's what happens when Luis Ortiz fights. Sometimes when you sit down with a man, you think, you're a bad man. And that's the feeling I get when I look at Luis Ortiz. We're blessed to be working with some great heavyweights, world champion Anthony Joshua. Of course, we've got Dylan White against Derek Chisora coming up. I feel like the heavyweight division is really, really exploding. And I'm so excited to be working with a guy who I think has all the attributes to be a heavyweight world champion, but potentially doesn't have the profile to showcase that just yet and to get those mega fights. And that's what I'm so excited about. We've got to spread the gospel about Luis Ortiz, not just in America, but here in Monaco, in the UK on December the 10th. We've got to show the world just how dangerous King Kong is. And then all those big fights can become a reality. It's a pleasure working with Tony Greco and Juan Jimenez with the vision they've got from Luis Ortiz. We're lucky. We come on at a time where he's #1 with the WBA. He's now #5 with the IBF. He's going to be top 5 with the WBC, the WBO. But Jay has been working with him for many, many years, investing his time. He saw something a long, long time ago. And it's great to see him prove right for people who have invested in boxers. And now we get a chance to work with Tony and Jay, and of course HBO, and really push Luis Ortiz to the forefront of the heavyweight division. So before we hear from Luis, I'm going to pass over to Jay to say a few words. And I know you're excited to be here in Monaco. I know you've already given the casino a little bit of a spanking the last couple of days as well. And you're excited for Showtime on Saturday night.
Well, first of all, we're very happy to be here. Happy to be in Monaco. Happy that Matchroom, Peter Nelson, Eddie Hearns, and everybody gave us a chance to be here. And we're here to put on a show Saturday. Hopefully everything goes great. Luis is really happy and excited to showcase, like Eddie said, and show what he can do to the world. And hopefully they give us a chance to prove that come Saturday. Thank you.
Thank you. And Jay, to Luis, what does he expect from the challenge of Malik Scott on Saturday night?
¿Qué espera que te va a traer Malik Scott?
Indiscutiblemente,
Hi, everybody.
Yo salí de la jungla. No me gusta estar hablando mucho.
He said, undisputedly, where I came from the jungle, from Cuba. So he's trying to say there ain't too much talking to do over there. So he ain't got much to say to him, but come Saturday night, it's time to come fight.
No es mentira que lo único que yo sé hacer es tirar piñazos. Si voy a poner un cuadro en mi casa, para eso.
All he knows how to do is throw punches. That's all he knows how to do is fight. ¿Y qué crees de los Malik, lo que te preguntó?
Nada. Es un gran boxeador.
So Malik's a great boxer.
Yo estoy en el deporte, en el boxeo, como dije, que es lo único que sé hacer.
But this is the sport that Lewis is in boxing, to face great boxers like Malik.
Y indiscutiblemente, que lo sepa todos los heavyweight, que se para adelante se va a ir.
Well, he wants every heavyweight to know that if you step in the ring, he's coming to knock you out.
Que crea que tenga gran boxeo, yo sé boxear, conozco el ring.
Said if you think you're a great boxer, that's what he's best at.
Y vamos a darle la pelea que
So we'll see Saturday who's a better boxer.
Excellent. Thank you.
Gracias a ti, Eddie, a todos los que están aquí presentes.
I want to thank Eddie Hearns, Peter Nelson, Sky Sports, and everybody here present to watch a fight in Monaco.
Thank you very much, Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz against Malik Scott is coming off some great wins for Luis Ortiz, of course, beating Tony Thompson, who Malik Scott also beat as well, and knocking out Brian Jennings in his last fight. And now it's Ortiz against Malik Scott, live and exclusive on Sky Sports and HBO on Saturday night. This is a huge night of boxing. We cannot wait. It's a pleasure to be in Monaco. We hope everybody enjoys themselves, the UK fans, the international fans that are flying in for the event as well. Enjoy the fight night, enjoy the wonderful restaurants, and of course, enjoy the casinos. And don't be shy about going up and having a lot of fun in there. And we hope to see you on Saturday night for a wonderful night of boxing. Thank you to everyone. We're going to pose for a photo here on the top stage and then face to faces. And we'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow, 12 o'clock at the casino over the road. Thank you very much indeed.
If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you download the Behind the Gloves app. It's free, and it features really cool stuff like a fight calendar that reminds you of all the upcoming fights, and it allows for you to, with one click, to remind yourself directly to your phone. And it also features 24/7 breaking news that's going on in boxing. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that and subscribe to this channel.